just can't help but cry, for the tears won't stay inside. But knowing you're my everything, that will satisfy. Oh, so hold me close and never let me go. Patient everything under control. My love is strong, you see, to accept anything that you introduce to me. Knowing you're my everything, that will satisfy. Me go, patient everything under control. My love is strong, you see, to accept anything, yeah, that you introduce to me. But knowing you're my everything, that will satisfy.
All right, I can't get enough of your love. You guys are going to find all about that particular song, and I am very proud to play it right here on Variety Talk Live in Las Vegas. So welcome back, everybody. We're sitting here in, a week before Thanksgiving. It is absolutely unbelievable. 1 week before Thanksgiving. So everybody, hey, let's start getting in the mood for love, right? It's all about family and love and all that other good stuff. So let's try to work towards that. Maybe I'll start with my family. How's that? Anyway, all right, we've got Mr. Joe Smith on the line. And Joe, back to you.
Yes, world-renowned, welcome singer, songwriter, Mr. James Bradley.
Good evening.
Hey, welcome to the show, JB. Do they call you JB or... I think that's
JB is fine.
JB is kind of nice.
JB, James, Mr. Bradley, however you want to say it.
Well, first of all, welcome to Variety Talk. It's a pleasure to have you on board with us right here live in Las Vegas. And you are located where?
Well, currently I'm up in Pennsylvania in the Pocono Mountains, just enjoying relaxing in between my new CD sessions.
All right. So I understand that you just put that new CD together, last weekend. So this is the celebration party, right?
Yes, in fact, I have some friends that just came up from New York tonight to celebrate with me, along with some other people, and we got this big condo, and we're having a fun time. In fact, they're listening to you right now, and they're all excited as well as I am.
Well, hey everybody, what's going on? James Bradley's Pocono party. Well, listen,
Pocono party, yes, thank you.
I wish I was there. I'll take everything but the cold weather. Everything but the cold weather.
Well, we have a fire going here. We have this gentleman by the name of Mark. He's keeping the fire just burning.
All right, so
I'm toasty.
Okay, so you keeping the home fires burning, huh, James? I love it. I love it. Well, listen, let's get down to business because there are so many people out there that want to know who you are and what you are all about. We did a great job of putting it out there and letting everybody know to make sure that they come on and watch you here today. Why don't you just first of all begin by telling us a little bit about yourself?
Well, first off, I'm James Bradley from Michigan. I came up through the era of Motown. And of course, I met just about every artist that you can think of that was associated with the Motown movement in Detroit. And as a young man, I found myself in the music industry. And of course, like most of us, we grew up in the church. And I can recall when I first, introduced myself to the public, I actually was singing Black Spiritual. I found the answer, and I've been going ever since.
Oh, wow. Oh, that is awesome. That is very, very awesome. So, and I understand that you have always been around, really, really very inspirational entertainers that have absolutely kept you going. For instance, that song that everybody can find on YouTube, I Love the Lord. We actually were trying to get that so we could play it, and we didn't have an opportunity to do so, maybe later in the show. But you were with Edward Hawkins. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, Edward Hawkins, as we all know, is the father of contemporary gospel, and it's extremely important to understand what that's all about, because Edwin actually took the music to the streets, to the clubs, to the people, the hedges and the highways. He went everywhere and introduced his music, and I could identify with that. No matter what style your music was, there's always a message in the music. And I had the opportunity to meet him up in Saginaw and actually do a concert for him, which is his late brother's song, Walter Hawkins. I'm sure everyone knows, I Love the Lord. And I sang it for him, and he says, you're going to sing this entire song. At that time, I was at the Wolverine Baptist Convention Center up in Saginaw, and I had some of the most fantastic musicians in the industry that was performing with us, and it was just an astounding experience. So that greatly, put me out there as an artist, and helped build my confidence that I can do it just as well as anyone else can.
Absolutely. And that is going to help me to segue to the genre that you have been involved in. I think that's what's really so exciting. You came from the disco era, and you were with Donna Summer at one time, and all the greats from the disco era. Your music involves everything from disco art to R&B to gospel, and I think that's what makes you so exceptional, to have such a wide range that you can offer to the public. So tell us a little bit about how you came from the disco era and what that was like.
Well, at the time that I was interested in doing the disco era, I was working on the road in the Midwest, and I had an agency that was booking us, Gary Van Zeeland, and we played 5 and 6 nights across the country continuously. And one of my artists that was working with me, he was a writer, and of course we collaborated as BMI writers, and we wrote songs into the 80s, our people. And on that note, to make a long story short, we had opportunity to work with Lou Rawls as drummer up in Toronto, Canada. And I recorded music with him and an array of just fantastic jazz players. We recorded for ATV Music, which is in Los Angeles, California, and also Chapel Music in California. And what that entailed is that I could go to any of the record centers on the East or West Coast, and they would know who I was. So, again, my manager sent me out to Los Angeles, and I got over into the music business there over on Sunset Boulevard, where all the record companies in the United States are housed. And I met with the Eagles management company, and at the time, it was a time when the Bee Gees were big, which was portraying a black sound of music, and the whites were portraying a black sound of music, and the blacks was portraying a white sound. And I was like in the middle, and they were saying, "Oh, we love your voice, we love your artist, we love your energy. Where can we put you?" And it was a great conversation. And when I walked away, he says, "We're going to get you somewhere." So I was so excited about it, just being in the midst of all these, fabulous people. Well, went back on the road, and I received a phone call that said, "Hey, Malibu Records wants you to come down to Jackson, Mississippi and record. Actually, they want to sign you first of all." And I said, "Wow." So immediately after that, we came off the road and went down to Jackson, Mississippi, to Malibu Records, which is /TK Records. And they put me with Frederick Knight, who was actually in the studio recording "Ring My Bell" with Anita Bell.
Oh, I remember that one.
You can ring my bell. Well, I was the next person in the studio.
I'm not supposed to remember that. But go ahead.
But that was the year that disco was really big, and I was so excited about it. I had performed for many, many years. I've been to Europe and everywhere, and I've always, performed. But getting into the recording industry is totally different from just performing on stage nightly. And once again, we recorded on "In Too Deep," was really with the hit song at that time. Once that song was released, it was released internationally on different labels around the world. And of course, it hit Billboard charts. I was in the top 100, and all the other charts of the day, it hit. And of course, they pushed it, and I had magazine people coming at me, etc. All the people in the industry, who is James Bradley? And the record did really well, and that's basically how I got my start. So it's like a click, click, boom, you're out there.
Wow. Well, you know what? That is so important. That aspect of that story for you to tell is so important, because Variety Talk, as we all know, is a business networking show. So the design of the show is to encourage networking among all businesses, so that we can actually help and support one another to grow. That does not exclude the entertainment industry. As a matter of fact, it includes the industry in a huge way. And there are so many people out there who are interested in trying to find out what some of you leaders out there are doing and have done to get to where you are. So your story is so very important and so inspirational for those who come to me and ask me how can they get to where you are. So thank you for sharing. We're going to take another quick station break. And everybody, you're sitting in with Variety Talk Live right here in Las Vegas. I'm your host, Lady Linda. You're sitting in with Joe Smith all the way down in the South. And you've got Joe in the East, and you've got me right here on the West Coast. We'll be right back.